How do you know when you need to replace an oil tank?
One of the challenging things about anticipating the end of the life of an oil tank is sometimes they will fail and they'll look pristine.
I'm looking for things that I call oil boogers. It's basically like stalactites that are hanging off the bottom of the tank.
The problem with oil tanks corroding is they actually corrode from the inside because that's where the contact with the liquid is.
A nice, clean, dry environment will help extend the life of the oil tank. But again, once you get in that 20-25 year window, it's time to replace regardless of the environment.
One thing I can't stress enough, don't rub the bottom of the tank or touch it. Just because if there is an issue, we don't know how close that issue could be to being kind of an emergency. So don't touch the bottom of the tank.
I have an oil boiler for radiant heat as well as hot water, but I have issues with hot water for the shower. What can I do?
When I go into someone's house and they're complaining about hot water output, I will ask if it's everywhere in the house or if it's just at one location.
It's really going to be dependent on the type of system, but a lot of times all it is simply how far the bathroom is from the boiler.
One of the best options, depending on the size of the family, of course, is an on-demand propane water heater. Additional options would be an indirect tank or separate zone off of the current oil boiler.
Another thing to watch out for is the output. If you notice that you're turning on your cold water and then you turn on your hot water and your water pressure drops extremely, but not on the cold side, only when you turn on hot, there might be some constriction.
Should I be worried about a little bit of residue buildup around the valves of my boiler?
Yes, that's a concern. Most of the systems out there these days have antifreeze in them to keep the pipes from freezing. Because as we all know, not everybody stays in their home year round, and especially in New England. After years, that antifreeze and water solution starts to become acidic. So you're going to start seeing the corrosion eating away at the copper and the brass fittings. If that is noticed, then we need to get in there and take care of the acidity issue first, which means flushing the system and refilling with new antifreeze and water to the right mixture. And while you've got the system drained down, go ahead and replace the valves and whatever fittings that are corroded need to be changed out.